because what the hell, whatever this is, I actually need more of it. Hello, when is it my turn? I was not aboard the single dad hype train, but now I get it. Now I get the single dad hype. Dill counter 1. Quite literally starting this video as I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Guys, confession of the century is that I actually read Icebreaker, or I tried reading Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, which was like the most viral like figure skating hockey player romance. And when it was like blowing up, of course I tried to read it, but I DNF'd it. I just didn't like it, but everyone loves it. But this is my confession that I didn't like it. And I have FOMO about it, but the author came out with another book called Wildfire. I heard someone saying the guy in it, people love him so much. Like I heard that the girl in it too, like I felt like I would like her, like because I feel like she was similar to me as in like she says like out-of-pocket things. I feel like with romance books especially, I kind of like them better when like I feel like I can relate to the girl, you know? So I was like, okay, let me give this a shot. So I started last night. I'm reading it on my phone, as the best readers do. And tell me why the man in this book, I need him biblically. He actually might be the hottest, most finest man I've ever seen in my life. Like shy boy trope, which I love. I love that dynamic so much. He's basically a hockey player. He's like one of the teammates, I think. I've truly like never highlighted so much before. Like all that blue highlight. First of all, I'm a dual POV hater, but I love this dual POV. Like tell me why I love the boys chapters, and I never ever like the boys chapters. I love his chapters and his like inner dialogue. Like he's actually my perfect man. I didn't even explain the premise of this book. They have a one-night stand right at the beginning of the book, which normally I hate that trope, and they think they're never gonna see each other again, but then they both become camp counselors at the same summer camp, so it's not even a hockey setting. Anyway, that's my update. I'll keep updating as I read the book. What the hell, whatever this is, I actually need more of it. I'm loving Wildfire so far, as I expected. Hold on, you get my laptop? Because I literally spent an entire 3-hour class secretly reading this book on my laptop. I'm on chapter 15. Oh god, did I mention that this man has dimples? Now I'm like almost 50% of the way through Wildfire. Like 40-something% of the way through, I think. I'm still gonna keep reading. I honestly love the guys back. Both of them have like daddy issues. They have like hard family lives. But anyway, I'm gonna read more. Okay, I want to come here to thank the sponsor of this video. So thank you so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. You guys have heard me talk about BetterHelp before. You guys know that I'm the biggest advocate for therapy. I genuinely think that everyone would benefit from therapy. I started going to therapy last year, 2 years ago maybe, and it's genuinely such an important part of my life now. I don't know where I would be without therapy, but I know better than anyone how scary it can be to start, especially if you like don't know where to begin. Girl, I know. But that's why BetterHelp is here. It's honestly the perfect place to start, especially if you have a busy schedule. I know that a lot of you are students like me. Even things like trying to manage your stress, BetterHelp is so good because it's so much less intimidating. If you don't know, BetterHelp lets you have therapy sessions by video call, messaging, phone call, whatever is like most comfortable for you. If they match you with one of like the 30,000 therapists that are in their network, and it's all based on what you need. And if you don't even know where to start, they have like a questionnaire that you can fill out, like all about your challenges, what kind of things you want help on, what kind of therapist you want, and then BetterHelp will do all the hard work and match you with a therapist. But the best part about BetterHelp, in my opinion, the most important thing, you can switch therapists at any time with no questions asked, no added charges. BetterHelp will just help you match with another one. You don't need to like go through the entire process again. You can just switch, and in most cases you're gonna be matched with a therapist within 48 hours. So good. If you want to join me, kind of help your mental wellness, and you're interested in checking out BetterHelp, you can click the link in my description, or you can go to betterhelp.com/sunnykimchannel, and you'll also get 10% off your first month. You click the link in my description. And thank you again to BetterHelp for sponsoring. Okay, you guys, don't kill me. I'm 59% of the way through Wildfire. I kind of want to change book, but it's not because this book is like bad or anything. It's just because it's like boring to me now. Like I said before, like the tension is done. Two of them just know that they like each other, but it's not a bad book and they're not a bad couple. Like they actually are a great couple. Like they have great communication. The consent is amazing. They treat each other so well. So I'm not saying I'll never finish the book, but I think I want to put it down for now because I just kind of want to start another book. I think that the next book I want to start, I'm so late to the bit. It's actually embarrassing. Happy Place by Emily Henry. Emily Henry has been hit or miss for me, and by hit or miss I mean there's been one hit. The romance trope is second chance, and I don't like that trope. But the reason I want to read it is because I heard that like even if people don't really care about like that romance, it's like the friend group and like the actual story of like growing up and stuff that they like so much. That makes me want to read it so bad because I think it's about a group of friends who've been friends since like college, and they're like in their adulthood now, and they're like still friends. They go to the same beach house like every single summer. I don't know, that sounds so appealing to me because I've been saying to my friends, especially recently, I don't know why I've been having such vivid premonitions of me and my friends and wanting to like have a Laurel Susanna Fisher like type of summer where we're the moms like gossiping about our kids and our kids all fall in love with each other. Like I've been saying that to my friends, having like a found family, chosen family, friends like family, rosy flame with your chosen family type vibe. And I want it so badly, and I heard the Happy Place, like that gives you like the nostalgic warm fuzzies that you would feel in that kind of situation. So that's why I want to read it. really badly. If you want in on the beach house, it's not too late. Other than that, I literally don't know anything else about this book, so I'm just gonna start reading it. Wait a second, tell me why I'm getting full-on butterflies reading this right now. Like about the couple, and I did not think that was gonna happen, but it's like dual timeline. So we're getting like present day where they're like, basically they were engaged and then they like broke off the engagement. And so for this like final week that they're like in this house together, they're pretending that they're still together. But then we have past flashback when they first met and like probably their whole relationship. I just finished the first chapter of literally like their meet cute, like, and like I was getting full on butterflies, like giddy. Something about reading a prequel love story will do it for me every single time. I don't know what happened that broke them up. I hate being in present day. Okay, he's like not like a super shy boy, like them saying to each other like, you make me nervous, like you make me anxious, like that kind of stuff. And I'm like, hello, when is it my turn? I'm just eating it up. These past chapters, ugh, I don't like the present day chapters though. Stresses me out. 42% of the way through Happy Place now, and unfortunately I know I was obsessed with like the couple in their past chapters. Like in their past chapters now they're like pretty much together. Times like this make me think that I'm actually a toxic reader. I actually think that among all of Emily Henry's books that I've read, this one is probably like my second favorite. See, I wish that this was just like a story of like them falling in love in their past timeline, and then I don't need to see them having this like conflict nonsense and we still don't know what actually happened. But low-key, like I don't really care, like I just want to see them get together, and then we already saw it and now I'm bored. I finished Happy Place last night. I've never skim read so hard before in my life because like I said, I was like getting bored, but then it started getting juicy again because we were figuring out what happened in like the past timeline. It did end up being like a miscommunication, but not in a way that was making me angry because I genuinely can see how this would happen in real life. Like it didn't seem like ridiculously unrealistic. It's genuinely one of my biggest fears about relationships coming to life happened to them too. But I think that I ended up rating it like a 3-star, which is sad because I think that the quotes in it were like so good. But the next book I started reading, I need to read it on my laptop because I actually got the book and I started it during class and I was reading it during class. I don't know what percent of the way through I am, but it's Powerless by Elsie Silver. During class, I just got restless, got bored for a minute, downloaded a new book, started a new series, and started reading it. I sit in the front row of my class. Another super viral book series this year that I did not touch at all. It takes place on a ranch. Everyone is talking about it and I didn't completely love like the trope of the first, like I just wasn't interested. And so instead I ended up getting the third book in the series. They're all interconnected standalones. I think the third book trope was like the one that I was most interested in because I think it's like childhood friends to lovers, and like she has a fiance, runs away from a wedding, and then it's like that romance. So far I'm liking it because low-key her nickname is Sunny, so it keeps saying Sunny over and over again. And the guy's Jasper. He's a hockey player, I think. But I'm literally reading it all on my laptop now. That is me searching for the book aesthetic on Pinterest, and I had it side by side while I was reading. Hopefully the prof didn't see that. You guys can watch me get ready to look like a bum for the rest of the night as I take off my makeup, take off my clothes, etc. and I talk about our book. I have my phone and my laptop here because I was reading it on both of these devices. Do you see where my scrolly thing is? Right there. That's how far I am into the book. Thoroughly enjoying it. Like low-key more than I thought that I would. Jasper and... shoot, what's her name? Girl, I don't know. Okay, the most unrealistic part to me about this whole entire book was why was she about to marry that man in the beginning? Like her fiance, her ex-fiance that she ran away from. The most disgusting, repulsive to me, like so misogynistic. Why would she, a 10 out of 10, ever even consider him? We find out that it's because of like, for like her dad's like financial business. Like even for that, I'm like, marriage? Girl, I don't care who you are. I'm not marrying that man for anybody. She's stronger than me. It's one of those situations where it's so obvious to literally everybody that both of them are in love with each other. Both of them are in love with each other, but they both think that the other person only likes them as a friend. And that's what was like keeping them apart, you know? But nothing's happened yet, which I love. Low-key, like they were never friends to be, like it was never platonic. Even from the very beginning, I wish that there was genuinely a whole book just about Jasper's childhood. Pretty much like orphaned and like living out of a car. And then he met one of the brothers and they became friends, and then he just kind of became like an honorary brother. But someone please just find me like a, not even broody, but just a quiet, introverted, calm man. Like a German Shepherd boyfriend. That's what I want. And you know that this is a good book because I have my test tomorrow and I literally want to read my book like every single moment. I'm just like, I just want to read the book, I want to read the book, I want to read the book. Can someone who's read the Chestnut Spring series tell me if this couple, like Jasper and Sloane, are they teased like in the beginning books where like the build-up actually starts from like book 1? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna read the other books. He thinks that he's like not good enough for her. I don't know what that says about me. The tension is tensioning. I really hope that they don't like hook up soon. Like that's what it feels like is gonna happen. They don't get together, they're gonna hook up, and then I'm gonna get bored. I really hope that doesn't happen. I finished Powerless. I actually really loved it. I gave it a 4 stars. I don't know what, it was like kind of addictive. Like it had this addictive quality to it. There was so much build up, and then finally they give in, right? Past that point, of course, I got a little bit like bored, but it wasn't like enough to like DNF the book, which happens very often. You guys saw I binge read this entire book during class, and I sit in the front row of my classroom, and some of the scenes in the back of the book, I was like flipping through it so fast because I was so scared that someone would look over and see something so incriminating. So incriminating. I was like sitting there and I was like, I had a little bit of a scare during class, but it's okay, we got through it. But like I said, I finished it during class, which meant that I had to start another book because I finished my book, so I had to start another book, so I got another book during class. Again, it's on my laptop. You guys are not reading on your laptops? What are you doing? So, Pinterest in the background because of course, it's the last book in the Windy City series, Caught Up. I DNF'd the first book. I DNF'd the second book. I honestly probably stopped reading it after the couple got together. It's like single dad trope. I was not aboard the single dad hype train at the beginning, but now I get it. Now I get the single dad hype. Dill counter 1. Dill counter 2 actually in this book. Like Kai has a little kid, he's like a 15-month-old. The girl, she is like his coach's daughter. She becomes like the babysitter for his son while he's playing the games. Also, I hope that Kai's a younger brother named Isaiah. I hope that Isaiah has like the next book. I wonder what the next book is gonna be. Found it. The next book is called Play Along. It is the brother's book. Stop, I'm so excited. I think my final update may not be the update that we wanted, but the one that we all expected, which is that I decided to stop reading. Caught up. 29%. It's the same thing with Wildfire. Like, it's not like the book was bad or there was anything problematic in it that I didn't like. It is simply the fact that it's not fun anymore. This is now a 3 for 3 with the Windy City series that this has happened to, where I actually really enjoy like the setup and the build up and the writing and the characters. Like I actually really enjoy all of that build up stuff. I feel like with this book series, it's like everything about it is great. Like if you are normal and you're not like me, you would love this series, and I can understand why people love it so much. The build up, the writing, the characters, the setup, like everything is so good. I just wish that it was lengthened out to like at least 50%. I literally forget what I read in this video because I've been filming it for so long. That's gonna be all. Let me know if you've read any of the books in these videos. It takes a lot for me to finish a book. Follow me on my socials, they're all linked in the description. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Good fortune, Toby.